promotion throughout the whole CUNY system. But that is not good enough for the left. Yes? Say it louder so the camera can hear.
I think to add insult to injury, we're paying for this because
Yes.
socialism cannot exist in a free market. It only can exist through taxpayer subsidizing. And so we're paying for our own demise.
Fair point. Yes.
What about class action lawsuits? Let's say discrimination, anti-Semitism, everybody saw what went on at the synagogue.
Yeah.
That's a preview.
Yes.
Okay, this has to be nipped in the bud. Mandani has got to get lawsuits on his desk the first day of his job. That should be his greeting. And there are such thing as constitutional lawyers. I don't know who these people are.
Right.
But that's who you need. I think the only language they're gonna understand is to get sued. And I understand that's power in numbers, that's something that maybe.
Well, I did mention
is
that-
file a class action lawsuit.
That's funny you
Get the
mention
ball
that.
rolling.
Funny you mentioned that, because when I was on the phone with the college administrator that was talking to me about Glenn Handren, and she said, oh, he said you laid hands on him. I said, excuse me, I don't recall. But let's just say I did. I'm allowed to lay hands on him. I'm a law enforcement officer. I'm allowed to create a safe distance. If I did one of these, move back. I'm allowed to do that when he was already given a directive to get off the campus, otherwise you'll be issued an order of trespass. I'm allowed to do it. They don't understand that. They're morons. But I did threaten. I said, listen, now I'm part of the narrative, along with a long line of people that he's been. I said, now I'm part of the narrative. I know he has to go through his due process. We already went through his due process. They're letting him back on. I said, I know you have to do his due process. Fine, I understand that. But if you guys are letting him back on the campus, now I'm part of the narrative. I will be getting my union lawyer involved or my union rep to issue something against you guys if you're allowing this guy back on the campus and he does something else again. Okay? But they don't care. I only mentioned that because you mentioned about threatening a lawsuit. So I basically threatened that. And still didn't, because threats are threats. You have to have action. So that's what you're saying. We need action in with these lawsuits.
You know, I was over at DJT the other day, and
What's
I
that?
forgot his
Say that
first
for
name. I forgot his last name. Wagner. I forgot his
Steve
last
Wagner.
name. He mentioned something about a recall option that we need to get that.
What's DJ? Say what that is again.
They're on 86th Street, Knights of Columbus.
Oh, Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus.
Okay.
And he mentioned it about getting a recall option. Because we don't have
Right,
that
we
yet.
need
Other
that.
states have it.
Right, California has it.
Why
So
don't
need-
we have it here?
Well, we should. And that, what would recall? What did he say? What we need
He
to
said
do?
it would be like 50,000 signatures.
Well, that shouldn't be hard enough.
You know, so I don't know the whole process.
It was all about
We should get
charter
the ball
revision.
rolling with
Charter
something.
revision. And what require charter revision? A vote?
Mayor.
When it's on the ballot?
The
Your
people,
governor time,
the
maybe?
whole, he had a whole booklet actually.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
We'll have to put the-
Well, we'd like to have him maybe as a speaker. That would be a good idea. Anyone know how to get in touch with him if possible?
Yeah, no.
You could, all right, you reach out. I would like
He
to
was-
hear more of that.
He was Athena Clark's campaign manager.
Okay. Well, I'd like to hear more about that, if anything. We're always looking for guest speakers. Right now, as you can tell, the campaign season's over, so I'm your guest speaker for the moment.
You know, a lot of these people from the Democrats, like Jumaane Williams,
Oh,
who has a
I was
nice,
in student government with him.
he's got a nice sweet deal for years, you know, they don't even show up for the debate. A lot of them don't even show up. Our people who run, they don't show up for the debate.
Right.
I don't understand how, shouldn't there be like a certain amount of debates that you're
Mandatory.
required?
Yes, and you would think there should be a requirement if now you're getting public funds, right?
Yeah.
Isn't, I thought there was.
And
I'm
I
not
guess
versed with
not for
everything in
down-
the
not
laws.
for down ballot apparently.
No, right? It's ridiculous. It should be.
The people have a right to know.
Absolutely, even if it's through Zoom. I know everyone can't rent the hall out or whatever.
Something they
A
should be
Zoom
required.
type of thing, a moderator, and it doesn't have to have an audience per se, I mean, they can watch or they don't have to comment, whatever. Just a moderation. You could do it through Zoom, and then you release it on YouTube and people see what they see.
Because they're running for a public office.
Right,
Public means vital, they're representing everybody, the people.
right. So, yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So, it's ridiculous. So, at the end of the day, we definitely need something done. So, with that being said, anyone have any things in the audience where you think we should do in future with this city, what do we need to do as a, well, you have to run, some of us have to run for office. Some of us have to continue on what you've already been doing, helping out these campaigns. I know it's very dejection because you're like, oh, what's the point? I'm wasting my energy. People keep losing, blah, blah, blah. But keep in mind, we had a thing where we had, in the past, where we didn't have a certain amount of seats in this city for us. We gained some, all right. But what I'm saying is we need to continue on and build upon that. Yes, ma'am.
Before we do any of this other trivial thing, that if you don't take over the Republican Party in New York State, all of this is for naught.
Correct.
You need to have a youth wing to go out to high schools and places like that,
Right.
and start organizing units in these institutions, in the colleges, etc. Recruiting. Otherwise, this is all for naught.
You're correct. Steve,
Adolf Hitler got 33.8% of the vote in 1930, was it 1932, I believe? A lot of Jews voted for Hitler at that time because they didn't realize it.
Right.
Of course, that's wiped out
and
by
they also voted for
history, etc.
Mendami. They voted for Mendami. I'm not talking
That
about
was
the
a
ones from
plurality.
Burlington. I'm talking about the ones from Park Slope. They voted for Mendami. And they happen to have a Jewish.
So Hitler won with
But
a
you had a lot of
plurality, they didn't
Christians,
even have
blacks, A
50%.
lot of Italians, everybody voting for him.
Yeah, it's 50 point whatever
Yeah, right.
percent vote.
80%
But what I'm
of
saying,
women voted
with
for
regards
Mandani.
of the scariness of the anti-Semitism, they still voted. That's what I'm getting at.
I think, all of these figures, I think most of them are
Well,
phony.
as you mentioned something with the.
I used to do polls for Lewis Harris.
Mhm. Well,
In the old days, we used to have landlines, and we knew by the first 3 digits what neighborhood that was.
Right.
We knew the statistics, how many Republicans, how many Democrats. We took a sample set, and our error rate was 1.5% up or down. Very minor.
Minor,
The
yes.
polls that you have today, 5%.
Right.
That's a
Also
10-point
minus 5%.
spread. It's meaningless.
Yeah.
It's like taking the weather last week. It was raining. It's not raining today. And everybody's got cell phones. I could be calling somebody in California
That's
with a
true.
New York number. So all of these polls are flawed as hell.
That's true. That's a good
And
point.
we can't depend on these stupid figures.
Right.
For you to tell me that 80% of women, simply because they were women, voted for Mamdani, that's nonsense.
I think
true.
the majority.
Now, you mentioned something.
No women voted for him.
You mentioned something with the youth, right? Steve, I don't want to put you on the
Yeah.
spot here.
You're gonna use.
But what you could say from your chair, you, tell the audience what
Okay.
you've been doing.
Let them get up and speak.
You could sit here.
It's not your
and say,
first time
"Come on."
speaking publicly.
Now we'll make you famous.
So hi, I'm Steven. I'm chair of the New York Federation of College Republicans. I'm sorry, I'm overdressed. I'm supposed to go somewhere tonight anyway. Well, I run the College Republicans for the whole state of New York, and we're looking to expand in the city. We only have 2 schools right now, officially, NYU and Fordham. We're looking to expand. There's a Columbia branch, but they're independent. We're looking to bring them in. But the issue we have is that we can't get anybody in CUNY schools, yet CUNY schools are mandated legally because they're a public system. They have to acknowledge First Amendment rights. So in theory, they should be able to have a college Republicans if they have. So again, I encourage us, I said this at the last Brooklyn GOP meeting, any kids, any grandkids that are remotely conservative, have them reach out to me. I'll give you my phone number after this, but just have them reach out to me and we can start something up there. But
I'm sorry, how could people on YouTube land, meaning the
you
people that will be seeing this on Facebook, on the local
you
Republican
can,
pages,
you
how do they
can
reach you?
either shoot me an email at nyfcrchairman@gmail.com or shoot us an Instagram or Twitter DM at NYFCRs on both of them. It's gonna look, the logo is, it's a Statue of Liberty with the NYFCR on the bottom. That you'll, not hard to
Steve, are
miss.
you part of the Brooklyn Tea Party Facebook page? I'm not sure if you are.
Yeah, I'll
Could
forward
you,
the,
are we friends? I don't know.
probably are, I'll forward you the
Well, we
information.
need the information, I'll
Anyway.
post that with the video, so that way people will know how to get in contact with you.
Yeah.
It's important, like you mentioned, to
But
build.
in this last election,
Yes,
60% of the voters remained home.
Right.
Most of those were Republicans.
But who are those on the line?
Republicans have a bad habit on
But-
elections,
No, I know that.
especially off-year
But here's what I want to
elections.
mention about that 60% number. How, are you finished?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone, give a round of applause for Steve. How old are you?
22.
22, and he's doing it, and it's important.
I'm good.
And when did you start doing this process of being involved in politics?
Ever since I was 17, really.
See, there you go, and that's what we need. It's very rare to have someone on our side, youth, doing this. They usually become a ravenous, blue-haired freakazoid. Thank you. See, look, he's dressed nice. Look at that. So, look, it's important, and we need more of, get your grandkids out there. You know, Thanksgiving's coming out. They always say, no, politics. Well, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we need, based on what you were saying about the 60% that did not come out to vote, but how much of that number is people that moved already and they're still on the ballot? I still have, because I run around as a district leader, and I have a dead list that I deal with all the time. I know these people moved because they were my
But that's only
neighbors.
a small percentage, maybe 1 or 2%. I mean, it's not that heavy. So when I'm saying 60% of registered voters did not show up and vote, that's what it is.
And also, you have a lot of people that are double registered, meaning they were at their old address, but they re-register as a new voter, and the system says, it's a new person, it's the same person. It's not the
Are
same.
you aware there's a lot of people who moved in from other states here? Are you aware of that? We're not talking about other countries, that we know, but from other states, they moved in here. And I don't know what's up with that. Did they move here just for this election?
Oh, they do it for the New York
How is
City
this
culture.
maneuvered? Because there's something very weird that went
I
on.
love the rats.
Something very
I
strange.
saw a video the other day, I'm just to make a joke. Someone driving a car, and there was a rat coming out of her hood on the highway.
I saw that too, yeah.
He said, and this rat's like, hey, son of a bitch, I'm gonna do like I'm at Point Break or something like that. I'm attached to your car. And you go, and two girls in the car, they're screaming, and the little rat keeps like coming out of the hood from the windshield wiper area. And it's coming out, it's on the hood, going, and it's right back down again. And then eventually, when she makes the turn on the highway, it falls off. So maybe they're coming for that, because that's exciting. Sometimes rats drink the pizza pie, right? Huh? When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore, huh? No, maybe that's why they're coming. I don't know. Maybe they're mentally ill.
They're here to vote.
There's something weird.
I think they are. I think they're mentally ill because they keep voting Democrat. So people wake the hell up is what I'm saying. Not saying the Republican Party is perfect. Far from it. Far from it. And I'm an official for years. Trust
I'll
me.
give you an example.
Yes.
On the Upper East Side, I worked on a city council campaign.
Uh-huh.
The turnout on election day was 6.3%. That means that over 90% of the people stayed home, didn't
Yeah,
vote.
that's disgusting.
If only 2/3 of the registered Republicans in that district would have gone out and voted, they could have taken that city council seat. But
we need to
they
come out.
decided to stay home like everybody else,
Yeah, I don't understand that.
and, you know, we didn't get it. You got 40 council seats where they had no opposition whatsoever. Low turnout, some of these districts, 11, 12% or whatever, on off-year elections. If you get Republicans to actually show up, at the end of the day, it's the people who vote who elect, not the people, not how many are registered or any other